All right, good morning, chat. It is just about 8 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Time, where I'm at, and we're going to be brewing up some janky Brawl deck with what I have available today. So let me just take a moment or two to get things set up. I can read y'all. How is everyone doing this morning? Me personally, it's been a long fucking week, and I am very glad that it is the weekend. My day job has been absolutely kicking my ass these past couple of weeks as we do our bills at the beginning of the month. So we're kind of finishing that up now, thankfully. But enough about my enough about my day job.
Find Oogie Boogie. Oogie was once human.
None of that. None of that. Here I am trying to do professional things, and of course I can't. I can't do that apparently. I haven't even had my coffee yet today, folks. So expect more gaffes than usual, and that is saying something if you've joined me for my previous streams, because God knows I am doing my best. Okay. Got chat on YouTube up. I'm getting chat up on TikTok now. Should be able to see y'all very shortly. There we go. Perfect. What's up, Kyle? How you doing, my man? James, welcome in. Like I said earlier, we're brewing up some jank. Waiting on work to start. Yeah. Little weekend shift for you. Alright, let's see what we actually have access to. I don't have too much in the way of cards just yet. Really just some basic stuff. Yeah, the Saturday rotation, unfortunately. That's alright. Well, hopefully I'll give you a good thing to go to work with, and you can kick today's ass. Let's see. What are we feeling like today, folks? Do we feel like otters? I really want to make Aliana work, but I don't know if I have the I don't know if I have the cards for that yet. Thank you everybody for the likes. Appreciate that. Jasper Flint is another one, actually. I could probably make him work with what I have. Because we got all the stuff from his structure deck, like Vial Smasher, which works well with it. And then just a bunch of random outlaws that could work. Yeah, we'll throw Laughing Jasper Flint in there for right now. So the way I tend to build Brawl decks is I start with the Commander. And this is the same for Commander decks too. I start with the Commander, and then I usually try and go down my list of you guys should like. Yeah, hell yeah, Jay. Appreciate the likes, everybody. I go down the list of like ramp, draw, removal, board clears, and then I move into like the meat of the deck. So we're in red black. Doesn't have too much in the way of like official ramp, like in color ramp, but we do have stuff like Wayfarer's Bauble, Arcane Signet, Cold Steel Heart. I try and avoid Guardian Idol because I don't think it's very good, but if I need to, I'll put it in the deck. Mind Stone is pretty much an auto-include for me. I love this card. If only because it looks so ridiculous. Like, have you guys actually, like, taken the time to look at the art on this card? It is ridiculous. Ornithopter of Paradise isn't bad. Let's see here. We can't really make use of these tribal ones because we're not doing like a full tribe. We're doing like outlaws, which is, I believe, here it is. It's up the top. Assassins, mercenaries, pirates, rogues, warlocks. So I can't really pick like Icon of Ancestry. It's not a ramp card, but like this one is Herald's Horn. Let's see here. Patchwork Banner we might be able to make use of. If nothing else, it is a 3-cost, add 1 mana of any color. And we can select... I think he forces our opponent's cards to be mercenaries. So I actually think I like this. So we'll throw down Patchwork Banner, name mercenaries, and then everything we steal from our opponent will get +1/+1 with Jasper. It's not a bad little synergy there. Solemn is always in my decks because he's just good. Rune-Carved Obelisk isn't terrible. It's not the best, but it's not terrible. Command Tower we definitely want in there. There's no reason not to have it in a commander deck. Welcome in, everybody, like I said. Matthew, welcome. We're definitely not going to throw in, like, Vanquisher's Banner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ramp. That's not a ton, especially when our commander already costs 3. Because people are going to see this and remove it as soon as they can. So, maybe one more. Sunbird Standard, perhaps? Yeah, why not? We'll throw that in. Worst case scenario, it's a 3-cost mana rock. If we can craft it with one of our red-black cards, it can turn into essentially a Signet with legs. Not terrible. Actually, hold on. How's this worded? Exile one or more other permanents you control. So this could even be more than just a Signet, because we could exile one of our opponent's cards. Alright, yeah. I'm fine with that. Alright, that's enough ramp for me. I think that'll be fine. Now we want draw spells. Draw in black is pretty good. I don't have too much, though. Like I said, we're still building this collection. Does he draw me cards? Kind of. Very much a kind of. He draws me cards from my opponent's deck. So we'll definitely want to lean into that for our card draw as well. It's just a quick. We'll just search draw, right? We're not going to be foraging, so this isn't going to do it. Probably not, but we'll see. No. Nasty End is actually not a bad card, because we can get rid of our opponent's stuff with it that we use with Jasper Flint. But I don't think it really matters if we were to throw that in there, right? Rowan's Grim Search is good. Infectious Inquiry is good. Gruesome Realization is a little double work with the little board clear that it has baked into it. It's not a ton, but it can get rid of a bunch of tokens. And if need be, I can just draw cards with it. It's not bad. Let's see. Red has a lot more, like, not conditional, but impulsive draw. When it enters and you expend 4, put a stash counter on it. Discard your hand, draw cards equal to the number of stash counters. This isn't terrible, honestly. This could be a nice reload if we play our last card in our hand, have 2 mana left over. Yeah. We'll throw that in, that's fine. Let's see. Discard a card, draw 2 cards. Yeah. That'll work. I want to try and stay card positive. So, like, something like Discerning Peddler, it's not so much card draw as is card selection, in my opinion. So I'd rather something like Demand Answers, which I actually do want to throw in, because it's Sazakap's Brew, but different. Highway Robbery, same way. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 on the draw, plus our commander. Tormenting Voice, possibly? It's just another copy of the discard draw 2. And I'm fine with that, I think. What is this? At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Great Desert Hellion unless you discard a card. If you discard a card this way, Hellion intensifies by 1. When it leaves the battlefield, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw cards equal to its intensity. Huh. What do you guys think of this one? This one feels a little weird to me. Like, I don't know if I like this one that much. It feels very slow. Let's see. I want this. This is already in the deck. This is already in the deck. Yeah, I think I'm just going to throw in the Tormenting Voice. And maybe be done from there. Yeah, because I definitely don't want to discard my hand every time I expend 4. Alright, not bad, not bad. I think that's 9, and I'd call it 9.5 draw cards in our deck. So that's enough for me. Now we want some removal. Removal's pretty easy to figure it out. I'm not going to talk down to you guys and explain what removal is. Let's see. Cruel Cut's not bad. It's kind of a little niche, but I don't mind it. Is this skeleton? No, it's just a skeleton. Okay. Let's see here. Feed the Cycle's not terrible. Lonely End is pretty good. Removal for creatures and planeswalkers. And I could possibly gain some life with it. Let's see here. Shoot the Sheriff. I love this card. Just it's so flavorful, and especially for this deck, honestly. But I put this in every deck. I love this card. I don't care if it's just Doomblade, but a little worse. I love it. Saver, -2/-2. We'll maybe board this. I'm gonna maybe this for right now, but that might not make the cut at the end of it. I do also like Tithing Blade. I don't know. Yeah, I'll put Tithing Blade. It lets me swip. I can't speak this morning. I need more coffee. Frankly, I haven't had any coffee yet. But I love Tithing Blade. It is an edict when we play it, and then at some point we can flip it into the Consuming Sepulchre and just slowly drain our opponents out. It's not incredible, but I think it's pretty solid for a common. Welcome, Photo. Welcome, David. Welcome, Christmas Carol. Let's see. We still need a couple more removal spells. Bleeding Edge isn't bad. It's the same as Savor, but instead of the food token, we get a zombie army. That's a possibility. Lot Out's also pretty good. They exile a creature or planeswalker they control. We'll take that in. That's fine. Claim the Precious is good, in my opinion. I like the ring mechanic. Do I have a good... Now that I'm finding this. Yeah, this looks pretty good for a Dark Tutelage deck. You want to keep your CMC low, or your mana value, it's called now. I'm old. I'm not that old, honestly, but I feel old sometimes. You want to keep that low when you play something like Dark Tutelage or Bob, also known as Dark Confidant. That should be good. Dire Sight we have in. I'm looking at the wrong things again. Feed the Cauldron, no. Join the Dead. I love this card. Join the Dead essentially turns into a remove anything after a few turns. So that'll be good. Where are we at? I don't want to take too long in the deck building portion of things. I want to actually get into some games this morning. Cruel Cut is 1, Feed the Cycle 2, Lonely End 3, Savor 4, Sheriff 5, Tithing Blade 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like 9. I can throw a couple more in and feel comfortable. I like to rock with around 10 or 11. Murder is always a choice, and I like Nocturnal Hunger. It's an instant, and the gift honestly rarely matters. So we'll do that. We're at 11 removal spells. I don't have too much in the way of mass removal, I don't think. I know there's one in here. Where is it? Here it is. Crippling Fear. Choose a creature type. Creatures that aren't of the chosen type get -3/-3. It's not huge, but it's what we've got, honestly. There's also... Where are we? Blood in the Snow. That gets rid of everything. And honestly, I can rock with 2 board clears, because I don't think I have one in red. Just take a quick look. No, not too much. Not too much in the way of red. I do want this, I think? No, I don't intend to put a bunch of raccoons in here, so maybe not. This is fine. And this is just version 1 of the deck. If this deck works pretty well, I'll probably do more to upgrade it. I've wanted to build Jasper Flint for a while. Let's see. All right, I'll leave that for now. So now we're on to like the real meat of the deck. We want outlaws. We want ways to get a bunch of mana to cast our opponent's stuff, and then it should be recursive. So outlaws, we want specifically, not that one, Vial Smasher. Whenever another outlaw enters, she deals 1 damage to target opponent. Very nice in this deck, because we will be, when we cast these, I believe they enter as mercenaries. I might be wrong, but either way, there'll be a ton more in this deck for Vial Smasher to trigger off of. Let's see here. That's 1. Jasper Flint is already in the deck. Lizard Assassin. This is another one. What's this do? Enters with a 1/1 counter. If an opponent lost life this turn, it gets Menace. Maybe not this. This feels a little bare bones. Perpetually gains Battle Cry. Whenever it dies or another lizard you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. It's a warlock, which is counted as an outlaw, and our commander is actually a lizard. So if we can have like an undercurrent of lizards, that wouldn't be terrible. Let's see. We'll chuck in some of these dual lands. I don't know how good they are at this point, but they're going in. Let's see here. This is adorable. I haven't actually looked through a lot of these, so I'm seeing this little guy for the first time. He is so damn cute. Alright, none of that. Fairy Warlock. Fairy Dream Thief. When it enters Surveil, exile it, draw a card, lose a life. It's not a bad 1 cost. This is probably similar to me. Throw that in, throw this in. They're not bad to just have to throw out. I would personally like Tiny Bones. He is also, he does a lot of the same things we're trying to do. Tiny Bones joins up, and I mean, it's a 1 cost, discard a card, and then it has some upside. Yeah, we'll throw that in. That's fine. I'm not being too granular with this, honestly. I'm Just trying to get the deck out so that we can get to some games, since I am really itching for some real gameplay. Let's see. Elf Detective, no. Vladimir New Blood. Whenever you commit a crime, put a 1/1 counter. As long as it hit. This is just a good card in this deck. We'll throw him in. He also triggers the Tiny Bones joins up, and he does also trigger Vial Smasher. And we are still relatively low cost. I think if we hit like Blood on the Snow off of Tutelage, we're going to be sad. But hopefully we don't hit that. Like, I don't know what else to say. But I definitely don't want to double down with the Dark Star Augur, I don't think. That feels like too much. Definitely. Digraph Colossus, no. What's this? Gumdrop Poisoner. Not too great for me. Kaervek the Punisher lets me recycle some of my own stuff. Not a bad thing, I don't think. We could reuse, like, one of our board clears or a draw spell. We don't have too much in the way of Graveyard Recursion in the deck anyway. So I will take it. I didn't even notice this was... I thought this was a creature for some reason. It's a nice little board clear. We'll throw that in. Rakish Crew. When it enters, create a mercenary. Whenever an outlaw dies, each opponent loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. Yep. We're doing outlaws. This should be in the deck. It's just that easy. Like I said, I am just a little bit slow this morning because I am just waking up. I have not had near enough coffee to be streaming, and yet here we are. I just wanted to do this so bad today. Boneyard Desecrator. I genuinely just think this is supposed to be the Undertaker from wrestling. It's got the hat, it's got the coat. But it is also an outlaw, so that goes in. Plus, he interacts with outlaws. I don't know how good it's going to be, but I want to try and stay away from this end of the mana curve if I can. Thornplate Imitator, great card for us. When it enters, target opponent loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a permanent or discard a card. Not only that, it has Offspring, so we do that twice if we have 7 mana. And they would both be outlaws. So it triggers all of our outlaw synergies. Very nice. I'm thinking the more and more I'm adding to this, the less and less I like... where is it? It is still in the deck, right? Here it is, Dark Tutelage. So I'm going to pull that. I feel like it's going to hit us at the wrong time, and we're just going to be real sad about it. Coiling Rebirth isn't bad. I think Grey Merchant, honestly, is just a staple, regardless of if you are running a ton of black, which we are in this case, but he's just too good not to have, especially in like a 2-color deck. Like, I don't see a reason not to run it. Rottenmouth Viper is not a mercenary, but it's really cool. And I don't think I'm going to put it in this deck, but I definitely want to build some kind of aristocrats deck where I can make perfect use of this. Wix Patrol, when it enters mill 3, when you do, target creature gets -X/-X, where X is the greatest mana value. No, not that one. Sorin. Kind of a removal spell, kind of a finisher. People are going to see the -7 and target him for attacks before me. So it could save us like 6 health. 6 health for 6 mana plus a removal. I don't know about that. Alright, let's move into the red stuff. Bojuka Bog we should put in just in case we come up against a graveyard deck, now that I notice it. Let's see. You can tell what I play in Standard. Let's see. If Treasure Seek a Pirate. We don't have too many pirates. Speaking of which, I like Reckless Lackey. First Strike and Haste. Pretty good on a 1-cost body. So we can throw that out real quick. And we do have quite a good number of 1s in the deck. So we should, in theory, have a play on most turn 1s. I don't know why I didn't put a Braid in this deck already, but it's going in. In my opinion, it is probably one of the better staple cards that Red has gotten in recent memory. Apart from like big meta warping stuff like Dockside Extortionist, Underworld Breach, stuff that like completely changes the game. This is just solid, like middle of the road. You can throw this in every deck, and it's probably the right call. Charming Scoundrel. I love me some modal spells, and this is a nice modal spell on an outlaw. So we'll throw that in. Where are we at? 89. Excuse me. 89 cards. Brazen Collector, another one that I like. Whenever creature you control attacks, exile the top. Oh, no. Nope. No, I don't like exiling things face down. Flamecash Gecko. Card selection and a bit of a ritual. I don't really like it that much. Impact Tremors, perhaps? We should be having a lot of stuff enter. Maybe. This definitely goes in the deck. Whenever you cast a spell you don't own, create a treasure token, plus it feeds itself as well. We discard a card and we can heist our opponent's library. That's good enough for me. Just 9 more cards. Let's see. Definitely want to try and keep as many outlaws in the deck as I can. This is just a pretty solid little guy. And it's a lizard, so it combos with our, where is he? Marshland Horde Master. Agate Assault. It's just like a worse Abrade, but I don't mind having it. I don't think I need it at this point, though. I think we're a little bit past that point. Whenever a player casts their second spell a turn, deal 2 damage to target opponent. This is fine. It's a lizard, it's an outlaw. It does damage to our opponents. Perfect. We are not being super duper granular with this. Like I said, we don't have too much in the way of shenanigans that we can do yet. I don't have all that many cards. So we're kind of just working with what we get. Outlaw's Fury. It's a nice little buff if I want to go for game. If not, it's a pretty good draw one if I need it. So we'll throw that. Flash, as long as you've committed a crime this turn. We will be committing quite a few crimes with this deck. So that is a possibility. No. We don't really care about proliferation in this deck. Deal 2 damage to each creature. Yeah, we'll take that. This is... I would put this in the deck, but it is not an outlaw, surprisingly. Most of these have been. Oh, this one we definitely want to go in the deck. Other outlaws you control have haste, and it creates 2 mercenaries. Mercenary, whenever you cast a spell each turn, get 2. We're definitely trying to do a bunch of... Not so far as like to be a storm deck, but we're definitely going to be casting a lot of spells if we can. This guy has affinity for outlaws. I don't mind having him in. He's big, relatively, and we can play him for 1, honestly, without too much difficulty. It is not an outlaw, funnily enough. Interesting. Immortal Phoenix. Now, hit the Mother Lode. If the discovered mana value, create a... Interesting. Do we want this? I'm not sure if we want that. That feels like too much. I do like Cindering Cutthroat, I think, now that we are focusing on lizards a little bit. Rowan, no. Totentons, no. I am going to build Totentons at some point. Maybe that'll be next time. But for right now, no. Dazzling Flame Weaver. Whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, conjure a random card from his spellbook into exile. You may play it this turn. Oh, nope, I don't want to craft it. We'll put it in. I don't know what's in his spellbook. Nope, come on. I want to see what's in the spellbook, but it's not. Maybe it's me. Maybe, honestly, maybe it's me. Okay. No. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. This is... It's pissing me off now. Either way, we'll figure it out. Lava Spur Boots. Oh, we're done. We're there. All right. I don't know how well this is going to work. One thing I do want to do, I've wanted to put Helm of the Host in this deck. Because I think having more Jasper Flints a turn means that we could go a bit harder. Let me cut something here real quick. What's something that just kind of is there? Something around the same cost, I'd say. Maybe the... No, that's fine. Coiling Rebirth, maybe? Yeah, let me cut the Coiling Rebirth. That's fine. This is just a better version of Evolving Wilds, so we put that in. Obscura, no, it doesn't do the same. Terramorphic Expanse, we put that in. I think that's where we're at. Yes. Okay. Outlaw Jank. Alright. Let's get to our first game. It's only been 40 minutes. I was just playing Mono Black Zombies. Pretty fun deck, honestly. It's not great. I want to improve it at some point, but for right now, while we're waiting, how's everyone's morning going? Like I said, I'm like half asleep at this point. Oh, Prosper. We're gonna get our asses kicked. Prosper's just good. Let's see. Not too much on turn 1. I'm thinking this is a keep. We're gonna Mountain. Next turn, probably... I could highway robbery this. Or I could Hoarder's Overflow and just start that going. Let's do this. It doesn't give us anything explicit just yet. But for right now, it's where we're going to be. Common Uncommon, welcome in. Saw you over on TikTok. Let's see. I don't want to summon him or cast him just yet. So I'm going to Highway Robbery and discard a card. We're going to discard Gray Merchant. It is way too high cost for what we need right now. Yeah, here comes Prosper. Do I have a removal spell for that? Kind of. Not enough that it will kill him. Yeah, I caught you there, bud. Let's see. Rakish Crew, we'll throw that out. What does our opponent have under Prosper right now? Mirkwood Bats. Ooh, that's a big boy. We definitely want a removal spell. Thank you for the likes, Common Uncommon. Appreciate you. We'll have to hop on when you finish up work today. Maybe screw around with some pauper decks on Arena if we can throw something together. Let's get Jasper out. And I can't really do too much, can I? No, I guess not. I did not do my mana correctly. No attacks. No reason to attack with this poor little guy. He'd just get wrecked. This card is great in Prosper. I should definitely, because I have a Prosper deck in paper. I might just have to throw him in if I can find a copy of him. Yeah, this one I think we're going to Lonely End. We don't need him going any harder than he is now. We're kind of in the hole as it is. And that would just make a bunch of Hey! Jasper Flint. Well, well, well. That's going to be a slight problem. Yeah, Prosper works in this deck. Cut down on our guy. I would have probably hit Jasper Flint, personally. That's just me. Yeah, see, our opponent is just doing what we're trying to do, but better. Which, that's kind of annoying, if I'll be honest. We'll throw this guy out. We will throw out a mountain. I did this in the wrong order again. Because let's remember kids, am a professional. I am going to give my opponent a card to destroy his Jasper Flint. And is he going to trade his Prosper for my Jasper Flint? Honestly, I think he might. No guts, no glory. Alright. Works for me. Works for me. Grenzo Crooked Jailer. At the beginning of your upkeep, heist my library. Fuck. Was that my Tiny Bones? I don't know. We have a lot of the same cards. Jesus. Yeah, our opponent is just doing what we're trying to do, but better. So this game doesn't look like it's going to be a win. We're not going to attack. There's no reason to attack. This is nuts. He's doing nuts crazy things. Good God. So this is probably going to be a loss for us. But it's good to see that this style of deck does work. It's just the way we've done it is not as good as the way he did it. It happens. We are kind of working with a small card pool. I just kind of shotgunned this deck. Wow, that's a lot of... I need some kind of board clear. I think we need to reset this shit. That's unfortunate. We have no cards in hand anymore. This turn, this is probably where our Hoarder's Overflow is going to come in a bit handy. We're going to probably see what we draw here. Hopefully draw something usable. Play it. We do also get Jasper Flint's trigger. We got one Tiny Bones. We'll throw out Tiny Bones. He stole our Tiny Bones, so we will steal his Tiny Bones right back. And we'll throw out Mind Stone. And I guess we crack this. Draw a full grip. This... Can I win this turn? I don't think so. I am going to Hearthborn Battler. Deal one more damage to my opponent. There's no reason to attack with the Steam Path Charger. I would rather keep it for blocks, because our opponent has something pretty crazy in the air. And our opponent is probably going to remove... I'd remove Jasper, personally. How's he doing on deck size? 61? Okay. It is... Oh my god. He's stealing all of our good shit. Like, it's getting so big that chat is covering up part of the cards. We might be able to get enough damage in just randomly. That's a little bit more difficult now, because he would have been a pretty good part of that. Yeah, Nocturnal Hunger. It's wild that this is not once per turn. I don't know why he did that. Unfortunately, we don't get... any cards from his deck next turn. We do have Infectious Inquiry and the Brew. So I'm hoping we can draw into something usable. Because right now we're kind of just floundering. And... Oh! Oh, math is for blockers, I guess. Fuck. How much damage is coming at me? First things first, block the big thing. And then I guess block the other big thing. Insufficient blockers declared. Oh, okay. Am I just dead here? I hope not. I really hope not. Tiny Bones, you take... You and Reckless Fireweaver take that guy. No, that doesn't make sense. You take him. You take him. No. You take him. And you take him. There we go, we'll try that. I think I'm just dead, but we will see. Yep, exact lethal. Good job. Like I said, our opponent is just doing what we were doing better, so that's fine. I'm not really tilted about it. I would love to play all of the cards he played. But this is a jank deck, so I'm not expecting anything too crazy. Up against Nero Wildmage. I think that's from, Oh, this is an interesting hand. We'll keep this. It's very 3 heavy, but it has 2 draw spells, a removal, and a ramp. Plus it lets us cast Jasper on curve, and I would like him on board as soon as possible. Because we kind of waited on that last game for some reason. I think I just forgot he was there, which is entirely on me. What is that? Oh, is this Foretold? Throw out Jasper. We'll start to draw some cards from our opponent's deck. Or not. Okay, bye. That's a shame. I was enjoying that game. All right, right back to it. Oh, shrines. Okay. This is a bit of a rough hand. I'm gonna mulligan this one. Thankfully, with Brawl, you do get one free mulligan. Regardless. So I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna hope that this is significantly better. Okay. Land-wise, at least. We're gonna keep it. Bojuka Bog, it's kind of a shame that we're getting it early like this. But we'll start with the command tower. We'll go into the mountain and maybe cruel cut something. Yeah, okay, cool. We don't need to cruel cut anything yet. And we did draw the swamp, so we don't have to play the Bojuka Bog yet. Looks like our opponent is kind of also in the same realm that we are. Bye. Absolutely not. That is going to be way too good when we want mercenaries. Name mercenary. Welcome in over on TikTok, Cookie. Appreciate it. And here comes our opponent's commander. It just makes shrines. Huh. Yeah, that needs to go away. I don't want to miss my land drop, so I am going to play Bojuka Bog and exile one card from our opponent's graveyard. We have 4 mana to play with. I would like to get Jasper out. I think we leave our opponent... I think we leave our opponent's commander up for 1 turn. Yeah, there's not. It's not doing anything right this second that is a problem for me. Discard a land or shrine, deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker. Where X is the number of shrines you control. Okay. I don't like this. Okay. We could just play him again, but our opponent is just going to do that. Let's highway robbery real quick. We're gonna discard our... Honestly, Helm of the Host. It's not doing enough right now for us. We did hit our land drop, that's good. I feel like I'm so far on the back foot here. Like, even removing this, I don't think does enough. I think we just kind of let this one ride here real quick. Maybe demand answers. We'll discard the Hellspur, draw 2 more. Hopefully get something. Some removal helps, honestly. Not enough. Because we have an entire grip of removal. Play this, we'll probably claim the Precious on this. Tempt, give Jasper Flint the Tempt. It's kind of unfortunate, honestly. Yeah. That's really all we can do, and it's still he still can just shotgun our commander. So like it wasn't really worth the play. I don't know. I don't know. I'm doing my best at this point. Are what? Oh, because he cast his commander. That's what it was. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 1. You may create a colorless spirit for each shrine you control. We'll do this. Discard our worst removal here. And we want... I mean, Crux of Fate just domes the whole board, huh? At the beginning of your end step, I actually want this. And we'll do this, get rid of his Enchantress. I guess no attacks. Pay 1. Get rid of one of these. I don't know. It's not ideal. I'll be honest. It's not ideal where we're at, but I feel a lot more secure now. Our opponent is probably they should be smart enough to kill Jasper Flint, but we've got a couple good cards on board right now, including his own thing. Extinction Event. Wow, he used that specifically to take out Jasper. That's fucking wild. I feel like there were better cards you could have used. But, you know what, bud? Who am I to say that you're wrong? I think we just hammer Jasper again, huh? Like, that's kind of the play. It's kind of just the play. Pour out 7 mana for a 3 cost. Probably not going to make it until the next turn. It's fine. It's fine. No attacks this turn. We are going to get rid of one of his shrines. This is actually very helpful, even if it's just getting rid of his tokens. Because now he's at 3 shrines. Oh my god. Guess we're just doing this. I was gonna say, if this is a fucking... I was gonna lose my shit. Resolve all. Sanctum of Calm Waters. You may draw X cards where X is the number of shrines you control. If you do... Okay. We are going to blot out and target him. That forces him to exile the Tendershoot Dryad, which then turns this into just a 1/1. I am going to Tithing Blade. Sacrifice our opponent's guy. And then throw out the Sanctum. finally get some damage in on our opponent. We are not in too bad a position, honestly. Our opponent just spent a ton on their commander. Then again, we've been doing the same. Yep, we will take action, draw a card. We will... I think I'd rather get rid of the Maestro's Theater. As it enters, tapped, that's fine. We'll cast that. Craft with a creature, we don't want to do that just yet. Outlaw's Fury. And make our opponent discard a card. And we will... Do we attack here? We have enough to replay our commander next turn, but we don't get the draw if we do. Fuck it. No guts, no glory. Why waste the 6? He's probably just going to throw the shrine in front of it. I don't think he wants to cast his commander for like the 12th time. Really? Okay. Fine by me. I'll pay 11 for Laughing Jasper Flint. Getting rid of your commander is so much more valuable to me. Mill, okay. How am I doing on cards in library now that I'm gonna get milled? We will take action. Discard. Do we care about any of these? Really enough to use murder? I don't really think we do, honestly. I don't. I'm going to discard the murder. We're going to activate this, draw a card, play Vial Smasher. You mill one and take a damage. Charming Scoundrel. You take a damage, and we get... Discard a card, then draw a card. I don't have any cards in hand. Do I just draw a card, then? I would assume not, right? Does this give Menace? I don't remember. Yep, okay, cool. I just draw a card. Kaervek the Punisher. Submit one. Commit a crime here. We are going to... blot out, murder, savor, claim the precious. Claim the precious I want. And... Claim the precious is going to hit the... Shrine. So we will lonely or cruel cut the Carotid. Do I have any mana to cast anything? I don't think I do. So I will submit 0. And yeah, that's my fault. That is my fault, but it's fine. I think we're in a good spot here. Sanctum of All. That's Beginning of your upkeep, you may search your library and or graveyard for a shrine and just put it onto the battlefield. That's stupid. We're not going to do it this time. We are going to Laughing Jasper. Submit 1. And we are not going to use Kaervek. And we are going to... yeah, we'll attack like this. I want to keep her around because I want another... there we go. This is actually looking pretty good, I think. Next turn, I'm going to basically draw 4 off Jasper Flint. Shit. That might be annoying. Is our opponent going to just cast his commander again? Very cute. I don't have one yet. I actually don't own one on this account just yet. Oh, he ended his turn. Very nice. Join the Dead, Dire Sight. I mean, Dazzling Flameweaver, right? We'll throw him out there. Kaervek. Let me see. You know what? It's... I'm fine with not... I want to see what our opponent's got. Oh, this is going to be gross. Exile all enchantments. Yes! Clip that shit. And this is why we play our opponent's cards. Because we don't play good cards, so we play our opponent's good cards. For folks watching over on YouTube, make sure to like the stream if you can. Helps out the stream, actually gets it out to more folks. Same thing over on TikTok, actually, but definitely over on YouTube, since they are much less forgiving with how the streams get out there. This isn't bad, honestly. We're gonna Tiny Bones turn 1. The best little boy. Terramorphic Expanse here. We are gonna grab a mountain, I think. That wasn't the right play. I immediately regret that. That should have absolutely been a swamp for Claim the Precious. Curse of Shaken Faith. Huh, interesting. Well, we'll throw out Laughing Jasper Flint. Attack with Tiny Bones. Unfortunately, I don't have much enchantment removal. Black-red, just on principle, does not have good. Unfortunate. Black Red just on principle does not have good enchantment removal. Thank God. We can't play him. We're one short. Hoarder's Overflow. It's kind of the only thing we can do here. Breaches. Eager Pillager. Okay. I'm gonna Cruel Cut that? No, not Cruel Cut. Wait, can I not? Why can I not? I have the mana for Shoot the Sheriff. Oh, it's an outlaw. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. It's okay. My turn. Mountain Jasper. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The only card he has in his graveyard right now is Strangle, which we can't target his breaches with. So, that we want to get rid of. Each player exiles from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. Huh. This should probably go into our Jasper deck. Unfortunately, it's not a, no blocks. That's fine. That's fine. Let's see what we got. Tormenting Voice. Crippling Fear's not enough. Alright, let's go to combat first. Attack with Tiny Bones. If they block, we're fine. If they don't, we strangle their breaches. Why is this not triggering? This is in their graveyard, and it... Oh, non-land permanent. Permanent. I need to learn how to read. Let's get rid of Cruel Cut. It's the worst that we have. Land for turn. Man, this curse is annoying, huh? And we surveil. I think we pitch this. Yeah, I think we pitch that. Your opponent won't be able to cast the card you choose. Shit. You know what? That's fine. Clear the board if you want, buddy. There we go. Worn Power Stone, sure. I don't think he's gonna cast the Blood on the Snow. I hope not, honestly. I'd rather that than the big guy, though. We'll block here. That's fine. If one of our guys has to go for free, I'd rather it be that. Iron Crag. Okay. First of all, land. I'm thinking... the Eldrazi spawn. See, this being... having hexproof is kind of harshing my buzz here. Destroy this. This is fine. It's fine. And now we give it to Tiny Bones. Tiny Bones now can't be blocked by creatures with greater power than him. We're going to go to combat. We're going to attack with Tiny Bones. Yep, just going to block there. That's fine. I expected as much. Do I want Feldon? No. I want the Iron Crag, though. Let's just resolve all of those. A little extra mana. And, I mean, technically I could transform this. I don't think I want to, though. Not right yet. I also don't want to take more damage. Because every time I cast another spell, it will deal 2 damage to me, this little thing. Whew. Oh, well, he can't have fucking Atali. What? Okay, there it is. Yeah, you can't have Atali. That's just too much, man. We're probably going to lose Tiny Bones, if that's the case. Because I think he can use mana of any color. Oh. Without paying their mana costs. That's fucking hilarious. Lava Square Boots, okay. Just gonna throw that on Plarg and Nasari. That's gonna be annoying, so we're gonna shoot the Sheriff on that. Not allowed. Dragon Master Outcast, please tell me. Yeah, that's bad. Can theoretically get rid of that still. I have Crippling Fear. I have a draw 3 coming up. Treasure Map. Let's join the dead. I think I definitely need to get rid of the Dragon Master. Dragon Master Outcast is very quickly going to become a problem. It's a little late for Valakut Exploration, I think, but we'll do it anyway. And I think, honestly, next turn I'm going to Hoarder's Overflow, draw 5. Because I need some cods. You can tell I was around my mother last night because our my accent is coming out. I guess you can have the Cold Steel Heart. I'd rather you have that than a draw, I think. I'm not sure, honestly. Thankfully, Tiny Bones can get through next turn, so we can cast stuff like Dragon Master Outcast from his yard. And then we do have enough lands for Dragon Master Outcast to trigger for us. So we have a semblance of a plan. This does nothing. If he attacks, we're just going to throw Jasper Flint in front of it. I do not care about his existence. Robber of the Rich, Unexpected Windfall. Well, we definitely throw this guy out, right? Yeah, we're gonna do this. Deal a bunch of damage, get a bunch of triggers. Let's go next. Let's attack with Tiny Bones. And I doubt he's gonna block Jasper, so we'll do this. Go to blocks. If he does block, we're fine. We are absolutely, totally fine. Yep, we move our commander to the command zone. Tiny Bones is gonna grab... Yeah, I think definitely Dragon Master Outcast. Unfortunately, we are going to take the damage. But now we have Dragon Master Outcast. And we are going to activate the Hoarder's Overflow. Play a Swamp, exile the top card. If there are cards... deals that much damage to each opponent. So it looks like we are just going to end our turn. Deal the damage to our opponent. And now, our opponent is going to hammer their commander. And hopefully not have anything. Mana Flare. Whenever a player... Oh. Order? Why'd it pick... Why black, dude? What? Oh, sorry. Sorry! My bad. I didn't know you were waiting on me. Okay. Next turn, now we just start making dragons. Blackcleave Cliffs comes in. Fine by me. Let's see. Rakish Crew. That basically is going to win us the game. Not her. We attack like this. We are going to Sazacaps Brew our Posse Boss. And we are going to give him a fishy. Hold on. Nope, hold on. Hold on! No. Target us. Target a creature we control. There we go. And we discard the Cold Steel Heart. Submit. We are going to take some damage. But we are going to trade our opponent off. Tiny Bones does trigger. And how are we on life total? No need to worry about it. We won again. That went well. That went well. Alright, what time are we at? 9:40. Been streaming for about an hour and a half, so I think that's where I'm going to cut it. Appreciate everyone who joined me. I appreciate the likes over on TikTok, and I appreciate everyone over on YouTube. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow at afternoon. I'll be doing Duel Links, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. If you want to catch that, it'll be at 2 p.m. Eastern. On Monday, I'll be streaming around 7 p.m. playing Baldur's Gate 3. So, see you guys there.